was talking, so relax, you can text. There's not too much, we took that out.
Really?
But okay. Yeah. I would like to speak about one of the most amazing concepts that we have in Judaism, that it's called tefillah, prayer. Chachamim are saying why tefillah, it's called tefillah. There is many reasons. One of them, said the Maharal, because tefillah otiyot petilah. You know what's petilah? What's petilah? Petilah is namecha, what is it? Of the candle, you have the wick. The wick. Thank you. So the tefillah is compared to the wick. Why is it compared to the wick? You have the oil, you have the fire. The oil is something very material. Fire is more spiritual. What is connecting in between the material and the spiritual? The wick. Say Chachamim, the only thing that can connect in between us, material world, and the spiritual world, it is throughout tefillah. And Chachamim are saying, tefillah have the power to change all type of decrees. Shlomo HaMelech, in Mishlei, I believe, writes, he came up to HaKadosh Baruch Hu and he told him, Borei Olam, I beg you, I'm building now the Beit HaMikdash. I beg you that anyone that will come to this place and he will pray, you will accept his tefillot. And doesn't matter if he's tzaddik or rasha, doesn't matter if he's a Jew or a goy. He said, whoever will come to this place and to pray, okay, they will have Yeshua. That's why, Rabotai, you go to Israel, all the time the place of prayers is the Kotel. Why? The Gemara writes, Kotel HaMa'aravi, this Kotel, this Western Wall, lo yatzah Shekhinah misham le'olam. The Shekhinah never went out from this place. Therefore, it's the only place that we have really the Shekhinah constantly, and whatever prayer we do, HaKadosh Baruch Hu opens the gate of Shamayim. How Yaakov Avinu said, we just read it, right? When he woke up from the dream, he said, "Oh, achen yesh Hashem b'makom hazeh ve'anochi lo yadati." There is God over here. Vayira v'yomar, he have fear, and he said, "Man norah hamakom hazeh." So tremendous this place. Man norah hamakom hazeh, en zeh ki im bet Elohim ve'zeh sha'ar hashamayim. Say Yaakov Avinu, this is the gate of heaven. What's a gate? A gate is the only way to enter. You want to get a straight connection to heaven? There is only one way, throughout prayers. But I would like to go one more step with it. Chachamim are telling us why tefillah works. What is the power, that throughout this tefillah we can make all type of changes. Say Chachamim, tefillah is emunah, trust. More you trust, more your tefillah is getting accepted. Why? Because tefillah have to show this connection that we're mentioning. When there is connection, when you trust in the other side. Unfortunately, our belief, our emunah is very low. If we try to compare our emunah to back then in the past, we're very far. Why I'm saying that? Imagine Chaz v'Shalom, there is a guy that passed away. Someone is going to go to the shul and is going to pray, please, Borei Olam, give him life again. That's it. He's being passed away. He's Kaddish. No more. If he's sick, we pray. But if he's dead, that's it. We don't pray. Why we don't pray when he's dead? Why we don't pray? The answer is, one of the reasons, because we have no emunah. We don't trust 100% that Borei Olam can give life even to dead people. The Gemara says a story. Listen to the following story. There was a rabbi named Rav Kahana. Rav Kahana lived in Babel. And Rav Kahana, one time happened a case that a guy wanted to go to the government, to the Goy government, and to accuse the Jews. A Jew guy wanted to accuse his fellow Jews. Couple. Yeah. So this guy said, I'm going right now. And the rabbi told him, listen, Habibi, you're going, this is called Moser and Hayav Mita. I don't care, I'm going. The Gemara writes that the Rav Kahana, at that moment, did something and he killed the guy. And don't open your eyes, that when the Shulchan Aruch in Hoshen Mishpat, okay, writes over there, I believe, I don't remember the Siman, okay, you can check it over there. The halachot that are regarding a person that is moser, that he gives another Jew to the government, right? That is mamash hayav mita. There's no mercy on him. So Rav Kahana killed him. There was together with him another rabbi. The rabbi told him, listen, Rav Kahana, I know you did correctly, but the government is going to realize that. They're going to look for you. Get out of here. Go to Israel, save your life. And the Gemara writes that Rav Kahana decided to go from Babel to Eretz Israel. But before he left, this rabbi told him, listen, to be able to come back after 7 years, to come back after a few years to Babel, you have to accept on yourself not to talk throughout 7 years. What do I mean not to talk? Of course they're going to talk. That's the reason, not to talk in public. Don't show yourself too much. 7 years? Rav Kahana accepted. Rabotai, Rav Kahana gets to Eretz Israel. He finds a rabbi by name Resh Lakish. You probably heard about Resh Lakish, the pirate, right? That did the Shuvah. And Resh Lakish find him, and Rav Kahana starts to ask Resh Lakish some questions, halachic questions. Resh Lakish answered, and he attacks him. Rav Kahana attacks him back. There's a whole, Resh Lakish got impressed. This guy, it's not a joke. He's a gaon, he's a genius. Goes Resh Lakish to Rabbi Yochanan, his Havruta and his rabbi. Rabbi Yochanan was an old person already. And he told him, Rabbi, there is a lion that came from Babel. Prepare your shiur tomorrow, the guy's gonna, burn up the place. Fine. Ari Alam Babel. A lion is coming up from Babel. You have to prepare. Say the Gemara, Rabbi Yochanan preparing himself for the shiur of the next day. He comes to the shiur and they put Rav Kahana in the first row. The Beit Midrash was a few rows. And according to your level of Chokhmah, you were sitting in the right place. They put him in the first row. They were expecting action. The rabbi started. But Rav Kahana said to himself, I accept above myself 7 years and I have to talk in public. The rabbi is doing the shiur, Rav Kahana is watching. Rabbi Yochanan looks at him. Something! The whole shiur passed, you see that the guy is not hearing. They put him one row behind. Not doing anything, 2 rows behind. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows behind. Rav Kahana got a,
ego.
What?
The ego.
No, not ego, but he said, listen, they're taking the thing that the Torah from Babel is nothing. They're putting me all the way down. He went after the shiur. He came up to Rabbi Yochanan. And he told him, I'm sorry. In the shiur, he said, listen, I accepted myself 7 years not to talk. Whatever they did to me now, 7 rows is like 7 years. The busha that they did to me, the embarrassment. He raised up his hand. Mihaila, question. Question, what do you have to do to say? And Rav Kahana brings a question, he breaks up the whole shiur of Rabbi Yochanan. Whoa! They heard the question, such a bomba. They said, okay, 1 row in front. Another question, everybody was already. Another question, he kills up the rabbi. 1 more row. And like that until he got to the first row. But he didn't finish. Question. And say the Gemara, Resh Lakish used to sit next to Rabbi Yochanan. Rabbi Yochanan used to sit in 7 pillows. Every question that Rav Kahana was asking, they were taking down 1 pillow. Until Rabbi Yochanan got to the floor. Rabbi Yochanan realized that this guy that is in front of him is a gaon. It's not normal. Rabbi Yochanan, the Gemara writes, was very old, and he had his lacejas. The eyebrows had it very long, said the Gemara. How long? They were covering his eyes. Said the Gemara, he asked to see the rabbi that is in front of him. He didn't saw him. Until now, it was only... Said the Gemara, they took two of his talmidim with golden whatever, they pick it up, and he sees Rav Kahana in front of him. Rav Kahana had a problem in his lips. And he was like, looking like he's smiling. Rabbi Yochanan saw this guy smiling. He says to himself, I think I was talking with the guy, high quality. And he's saying that only to pull me down. Said the Gemara, Natan bo einav vamet. Rabbi Yochanan looked at him, and Rav Kahana passed away. The Gemara writes, they told Rav Kahana to bury him. They buried Rav Kahana. Next day, he came up to Rabbi Yochanan and told him, Rabbi Yochanan asked, where is the student? He said, what student? They killed him. He says, yes. But he was laughing, that's why I killed him. He said, but me now, Chacham. He wasn't laughing, he had the problem in his lips. Really? He started to check and realized that they're right. Okay, if you're right, I'm going to take me to Beit HaChaim. Take me to the cemetery. And writes the Gemara that Rabbi Yochanan arrives to the cemetery. He used to bury the Chachamim in small caves. He wanted to enter to the cave of Rav Kahana. There was a snake in the Gemara. The snake was his tail was inside his mouth. The Benu Yadai explained what that represents. The snake represents the Yetzer Hara, the Satan. What is the best way of getting Gan Eden? When the Yetzer Hara have nothing to speak about you. So that siman that the Nahash have his tail inside his mouth was a symbol that there was no words to the Yetzer Hara against Rav Kahana. Said the Gemara that Rabbi Yochanan looks at the snake and he's not scared. He says to the snake, move to the side, let the rabbi enter to his student. The snake didn't move. Rabbi Yochanan understands. And he says, snake, move to the side, let the friend, Havruda, enter to his Haver. And the snake didn't move. Says the Gemara, Rabbi Yochanan understood the message. To his head. And he says, snake, move to the side, let the student enter to his rabbi. And the snake moved. And he writes the Gemara that Rabbi Yochanan entered. And he says, Rav Kahana, in Mechilah, whatever I did, and he did a tefillah, said the Gemara, and throughout the tefillah for Rabbi Yochanan, Rav Kahana came back to life. Rabotai, this type of stories, it's not one and not two. Any rabbi in the Gemara had the power of Techiyat Ametim. The Gemara says about Rabbi Zera. He also had a similar story, Rabbi and Rabbi Zera. There is many cases like that. So why we are different? The answer is because we have a monk of Emunah. We say to ourselves, listen, this, too late already. Impossible that Borei Olam can change it. We don't believe. You don't believe your tefillah have no power. Let me tell you, I was in New York a few years ago, and a guy from my father's shul came up to me and he told me, listen, I want to tell you a story that happened to me. He says he was in the hospital visiting a relative of him, and he told him that he was going down, he went to the hospital and doctor told him, Habibi, few more hours and khalas. He said that he ran to the hospital, and he took the elevator, and in the way of the elevator he see the son of the guy that was about to pass away. He told him, listen, we have to do something. And the son looked at him and he says, I know what I have to do. And in that elevator in the hospital of how it's called, the hospital over there in New York City, NYU, right? In NYU. Inside the elevator. And he screams and he looks up to Shamayim, Kivachol. He raises up his head and he says, Borei Olam, I know the reason why my father is having this suffering. I promise that if you save the life of my dad, I will start to keep up Shabbat. This guy is telling me, I was in the elevator. We're going out from the elevator, we enter to the room, we see the father totally. All of a sudden we just enter, there is a lot of people coming up from the hospital. What happened? So there is a change. And Baruch Hashem, the father was able to get alive. When a person have emunah in tefillah, that's when the tefillah makes a change. We say that every single day. Karov Hashem lechol korav, lechol asher yikra'uhu be'emet. When HaKadosh Baruch Hu is close to you tefillot, when Borei Olam is ready to accept them, when you are calling it from real, from truth, from all your heart. When you have this emunah that Borei Olam is able to change whatever it is, then the things are coming out. I just want to finish up. Rabbi, I told you this segula, and it's not my segula. It's already brought in the Sefarim, already the Biur Halacha. The Biur Halacha writes it down, and many other Acharonim. He says, people are working hard to get parnasah. People are getting crazy so many times to get some money. He says, but Rabotai, let me tell you, there is a segula that brings down that a person who is saying Birkat Hamazon with kavanah, word by word, and he understands his Birkat Hamazon, he have double promise. Promise number 1, he will have long life. Promise number 2, he will never miss any type of food and need in his house. Why we don't do it? Birkat Hamazon, yeah, but not so much, and it's hard and I'm lazy and I don't want to eat ahotzi. Rabotai, go work. Go work hard when you have a segula in front of you. Try it out. No one told you. But why is so important Birkat Hamazon? Why? Because when you're going to start saying Birkat Hamazon with kavanah, you're going to understand what he's saying. What he's saying is you're trusting that HaKadosh Baruch Hu manages your money. It's not your boss. It's not how intelligent you are. It's not your business. It's Borei Olam. When a person has emunah, Borei Olam is getting involved. You're not giving place to Borei Olam. You're not giving place to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Don't expect from HaKadosh Baruch Hu also. Baruch Adonai Olam.